Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Whatever You Want Jordana. So today I'm going to be doing another vlog and it's going to be about my dog Chloe, who is with us right now, chilling there on my lap. My video, I just wanted to, I haven't done a video in I feel like it's been a couple weeks, but really I think it's just been a few days. I've been really busy with work. As you guys know, I'm a manager at a Pandora boutique, so it's been really crazy for the holidays, which is great. And I think I've also mentioned in some of my previous videos that I've been having some issues with my puppy, Chloe. So, well, when I say puppy, I mean she's just like the love of my life. She's not a puppy. She's 6 years old. She's a Bichon Frise, and the reason I'm going to do this video is because I don't know, maybe some of you guys are pet owners, and maybe you have some advice or something that you can share with me to help me get through this, because the last couple of months have been the hardest, as a parent that I've ever experienced. Obviously, I've suffered from depression and anxiety, so I've definitely gone through some hard times myself. And the only person I've ever lost in my life was my grandma. So I've never really been attached to anything or anyone so deeply that I love. And Chloe has been in my life for 4.5 years, as long as my boyfriend. He had her before he met me. And this little white fluff is the love of my life. She's the sweetest thing on earth and the most intelligent four-legged animal I think I've ever come across in my life. We have a very special bond. We definitely communicate to each other. Literally, like we can have a discussion, and I can post a video about that later. And when I was suffering from my illness, she was the only thing with me by my side at all times. Like, she just knew when I wasn't feeling good. She would stay with me. She would cuddle up to me. She just always came to me when I wasn't well. And I just feel like there's not much that I can do for her right now. And I'll tell you what we've discovered. So amongst having to be Bichon Frise, they always, like my Yorkie Poo, are prone to bladder infections. So she's had a few bladder infections in her 6 years of life, and the last one led to bladder stones. So she actually had an operation, and we had the stones removed. I've actually kept them, as gross as that sounds, in a little bottle. So she had an operation, and after that she had to be on a special food. We give her the veterinarian's food. It's called the CD. So it takes down the something in the urine. It lessens like the high percentage of something in the urine, whatnot, and it's supposed to keep her on a healthy chart. So we put both Molly and Chloe on that food because Molly was also having bladder infections. So then after that, Chloe, she would always cry to tell us when she had to go outside for a walk, and she's a very good communicator. And anybody who knows her knows that she communicates. She gets really excited when people come to the door. She'll yip, and jump on you, and she's so full of energy and such a personality. So all of a sudden, that sort of started to diminish. Her personality, she was less playful. She was a lot more lethargic. Her personality took a major change. And one thing that I did notice that was really strange was that she was humping her bed a lot. And I know that sounds really funny, right? But I noticed that it was like too much. And I thought to myself, this isn't a good sign, so we should take her to the vet. So we did, and the vet told us, okay, she has a bladder problem, like a bladder infection. So she put Chloe on antibiotics. Then the culture came back from her bladder infection, and it turned out that Chloe had a yeast infection. So then we put her on special yeast infection ointment and antibiotics for that. Then Chloe still didn't get better. She didn't change. Her personality was still the same. Like lethargic, not playful, just like not my Chloe bear, not her. And then she sort of just stopped going to the bathroom. Like, she stopped producing stool, and every time we would walk her, she just wouldn't go. And things just started to shift into a totally different direction. So we were taking her to the vet because she wasn't pooping. The day of her appointment, she threw up a ball of yarn about that big. It was literally like it was a ball of yarn. She had somehow gotten into my basket of yarn and decided, this tastes real good. I'm going to eat a whole bunch load of it. So she threw that up right before her appointment. Yes, you did. You want to say hi? Say, Mama, you're talking about me. Are you talking about me? So she threw up her ball of yarn, and here, I'll put it so that you guys can see both of us. And I don't know if you guys can hear her, but she's sort of just like panting, not panting, but breathing heavily. Anyway, so she threw up this ball of yarn. So we thought, oh, okay, so that's why she stopped pooping. Fantastic. We still took her to the vet. The vet took an x-ray and told us, well, Chloe's going to have an operation tomorrow morning. So we're like, okay, fine. We were really concerned that, you know, she was all backed up and da-da-da-da. So she had a surgery. The doctor opened her up, could not find the beginning of her bowel, and was like, okay, this is really strange. So she actually opened her up even more and found that the top of her bowel intestine was attached to her backbone. And she was like, I don't know if this is like, you know, a problem from like the previous surgery she had from her bladder stones, or if this is, you know, a rare deformity. I'm not sure. So she detached that and then found out there's no yarn left in Chloe's system, nothing. Her intestines were fully empty, but they were really inflamed. And then we found out Chloe had pancreatitis. So the doctor said that her pancreatitis was so bad that had we not done that surgery that day, we probably would have lost her a couple days after. So we were really happy about that, and everything was fine. We were on a good track. So that was on a Saturday. Sunday morning, we hear from the doctor, everything's good, everything's fine, so we're really happy. She's like, we're going to call you around 5 o'clock in the evening. So we go out for supper and we don't get a call. And I'm saying to John, my boyfriend, I'm like, it's really like, I'm frustrated. How come they didn't call us to, you know, confirm her status or anything? And then the doctor calls us at 6:15 and she says, Chloe's not walking. Backtrack. Friday night after her original appointment about the throwing up, Chloe stopped walking. So we bring her in for her surgery, everything's fine. Sunday night, the doctor calls us and she says something's wrong with Chloe, like she can't stand up, she can't hold herself up, like it's her back leg, something's wrong. Let's fast forward because it's already 8 minutes into my story. Long story short, Chloe goes for an MRI and a spinal tap, to which we find out she has an infection in her brain. The infection in her brain is causing her cerebellum to conflict with her left side, and so there's no depth perception. She can't really, you know, she couldn't hold herself up because every time she did, she felt like she was gonna fall over. So with the spinal tap and everything, plus she had just had surgery that Saturday, we took her home from the emergency, and I thought we were going to lose her. Like, it was just like, that was it. So the MRI and spinal tap then confirmed the brain infection. So the neurologist tells us that we have one of 3 options for the infection. The only way to find out which exact infection it is to do a brain biopsy. John and I are now at, I believe it was 45 to 5 grand into medical bills for Chloe. And first of all, a brain biopsy is way too invasive, it's too dangerous, and it's really expensive. So, you know, we said, well, what are our options? So they told us to put her on cortisone, and that she should, you know, improve really, you know, really well. There was one of the 3 diseases, or infections rather, that she could have had is this disease called GME, and that's the one that can kill her. Chloe has fought throughout this whole thing. I mean, 2 surgeries. She, you know, she's a fighter. She wanted to walk. She wanted to stay alive. She wanted to come home. And And so now she's here with us, and the cortisone is affecting her liver, and she's still not Chloe. Like she's Chloe. Chloe's in there somewhere, but she's not Chloe. And I don't really know what to do because the next medication is really expensive, and we can try that and hopefully that will work. But if it doesn't work, then it means I know it's so corny, but she's my best friend. And even though I have Molly and I love Molly, it's not the same. I mean, for crying out loud, Chloe cries for me when I go downstairs to do laundry. She hates being away from me. And she's literally my four-legged daughter, and I just love her. And I just don't know if you guys have heard of any weird situations like this, or if you have any advice, or we're gonna go for a second opinion this week. And I mean, that's it. She's walking, she's eating, but she's not her. She can't jump up, she can't jump down. She still has, she doesn't cry to go out anymore. She has no play in her. She's not really her, and that's her boo-boo. So that's the stitches because, oh yeah, her stitches opened and we had to have them taken out and put back in. And she has a really silly haircut because I did that. Like, she's not even holding her own head up. Like, she's just like, Club Bear. Hey, Papa. I'm over here. Can Mama have kisses? Kisses, Papa. She's like, I'm camera shy. Give me kisses. Give me kisses. Give Mama kisses. Give Mama kisses. Come on, Papa. All right, so anyway, long story short, if you guys know anything or have heard of anything remoted, like, near, I don't even have the words, anything similar, or if you guys have pets and have any advice on how to get through this, that would be great because we're just hoping she makes it for Christmas, and that's pretty much it. So I know this is probably like a super depressing video, and I apologize for it. I just wanted something that I could share because I don't know how much longer I have with her. And she's really beautiful, and she's really sweet, and we love her. She's so unhappy. She's so uncomfortable when I pick her up like that. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Hi. Hey, Papa. Hi, I'm over here. Hi. My baby. My baby. You Mama's baby? Are you Mama's baby? Oh, I know that's not comfy. I know that's not comfy. Say hi, everybody. Pray for me. Because I'm only 6 years old and I'm super healthy, other than my brain. Let me know if you guys know anything. Ta-ta for now.